My name's Clay Franklin. I'm a respiratory therapist. My mother is also a respiratory therapist, which is where I began to get my start in the medical field.
I'm Marsha Franklin. I've been a respiratory therapist for 35 years. I'm a certified respiratory therapist. It is great having Clay as a respiratory therapist because Clay and I can talk back and forth on things. I'm pretty proud that he chose to do this. And we're both on the front line, so we definitely worry about each other. So we're able to talk at the end of his day, the beginning of my night. We're on different shifts. So I find that kind of comforting.
As far as a shortage goes with respiratory therapists, I think that is happening because people don't know what we do. They don't know that the field exists, or they don't know if the field would be rewarding. And I think that's why they need to research it more, or perhaps shadow. A lot of hospitals have shadowing experiences for people to see what a respiratory therapist really does and see just how rewarding it is. With this COVID-19 pandemic, we are becoming more of the limelight with the ventilators, and because this is a respiratory virus, and now all of a sudden respiratory is just coming out of everyone's mouths, and everybody's like, well, what's a respiratory therapist? This is our time to shine. This is to show the public, this is what we do. We make a difference. We're here. We're part of this team, and we're going to make a better tomorrow.
And I feel the same way. I never thought when I started 35 years ago that I would ever be a part of a pandemic, but I am glad that people are finally seeing what a respiratory therapist does. I think that might be why a lot of people don't choose to go into the field, is they don't really realize what a gratifying position it is when you are out there doing it with your patients.
Being a respiratory therapist, you can make the difference. You can be the reason that someone gets that second chance at a tomorrow.
And we create bonds that can't be broken. Over my 35 years of service, I still hear from many of my patients. I may not see them in the hospital. I may get a note from them in the mail, or just something sent at work to me to let me know that they're still thinking of me and appreciate that what a respiratory therapist has done to get them through.
Growing up in a rural town in Northwest Ohio, it was a very, very small town, and family's all that we had. So with this COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people right now aren't able to see their families. So for me, it's very hard not to see my parents, my siblings, my nieces and nephews as we fight this COVID-19 pandemic. So the photo that is circulating across the internet right now was my mother and I being able to reach out, give each other that high five, and just say that we will see each other again.
I can't wait to get my family back.